Alright, so I have my reading out, and the video of Read to Self is just me showing how to do a reading journal entry. So today I started on page 32 of my book, and the name of the book is Hidden Talents. I did a sample of what I expect from your reading journal on here, and I'm just going to do this for the first week. I might do some sample journal entries, and it tells you on this side, and it's like you can use a whiteboard marker to write on this. But this just says if I want an A, I need to make sure I have capitals and underline my title, and that I start my page and end my page, show my start page and my end page. So I started at page 32 and ended at page 48. So I'll put that in there. And so I'm just going to model this for you. This is available in your packet, so use that. On your card it says you're going to enter it in your reading journal. So I have one of my composition notebooks, or you can use a spiral. I would ask that if you use separate pieces of paper that you maybe staple it to your packet. So I'm gonna model this one. All right, here we go. So I open up my page and I'm just gonna put the date 9/14/20, and the title and all this information, this should all be spelled correctly because it's on your book. So I'm just gonna show you. I'd have my book here, Hidden Talents. I love this book. And I'm gonna underline it. It leaves me like on the edge every time I'm done. Like every chapter is like, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? So Hidden Talents. And then I want to talk about the page. So I started on page 32 and went to page 48. And then it says over here, I want to write a summary. I need 2 to 3 sentences about the story that I read, the main ideas. Some things I wonder, 1 to 2 sentences, and 1 to 2 sentences about what I think might happen next. So some questions and some predictions. All right, here we go. Today, again, oops, I'm going to put a number 1 so I remember how many sentences. Today, Martin went to class, oops, and met 2 new teachers. Period. So that's the end of my sentence. So I'm going to start my second one. His first teacher was trying to get Martin to talk about himself, that's one word, to the class. Three sentences. Martin didn't want to, so he shared. This was crazy that he wasn't bald. Oops. Like the teacher. So far I have the title and everything's underlined, it's spelled correctly. I have my start and end page. I did 3 sentences on the main part of what happened in the story. I actually have to add one more sentence because the other thing too is Martin is actually hanging out with, that's in group 4, with some friends. Guys, I guess. He's not referring to them as friends, with some guys he met that seem normal, is what he said. That part's interesting. So I did that. Now it says, what are questions or statements about, some questions I have about the story. So why, I wonder why Torchy can't so he catches everything on fire. So why he can't admit, there you go, admit he is lighting, oops, wrong kind of light, L-I-G-H-T, lighting everything on fire. Also, how does Bloodbath get away with beating everyone up? I don't understand that. That part, it doesn't make any sense to me. Next, so this is interesting, my paper won't bend, so I can't get it to scoot up much further. So now I have to make 2 predictions, or talk about the author's purpose. So I actually am going to predict, I predict Martin finds a way to keep Bloodbath from hurting his friends and himself. And then he's also, because he keeps saying things to the teachers, I also predict he's going to get in trouble at school. I'm going to say with his teachers. Anyway, I predict he's going to get into trouble with his teachers because, I'm going to cross that period out, because he says mean things. It's interesting though, in the story, he says the mean things, but then he feels bad about it. So now I'm just going to go through and give myself the grade. So I'm going to go through, it says capitals, so I have a capital and a period, a capital and a period, This is my third sentence. A capital, and actually I should have capitals every time I use his name. But a capital and a period, a capital and a period. Down here I have one, it says 1 to 2 sentences, so 2 sentences is an A. So a capital for I. I's are always capitalized. Torchy's too, because that's his name. End mark. Also, how does Bloodbath get away with beating up everyone? End mark and a capital. So I did those. Capital and end mark. And end mark. Alright, so I have all of my punctuation correct. I've asked 2 questions and made 2 predictions, and I can read my handwriting, and if I ask somebody else, they'd probably be able to read it too. It's not perfect, but that's okay. I'm not expecting perfect. So, my total score is 24 points, because 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Plus 24. A plus, baby. Alright. That's what your reading journals should be like.